Welcome to the Games Room. Join me, Bastish B, in this new 3-phase series as we start with the creation of my new Games Room, the eventual full tour, followed by the individual episodes as we take a look at each section in detail. So I hope you'll come along for the ride. This is Phase 1, under construction. Following took place between September 17th and October 6th. Okay, so here we go, another update. It's been a little while since the last one. Not much has happened over here. So, my glass cabinet, the thing I've been talking about forever, was about to be purchased this weekend. We saved up all the money for a whole bunch of furniture. Lots of money for furniture, so we're gonna go buy like stuff for down here and upstairs and everything. Then we took our car in for a service and it needs a new transmission related thing. I'm not even going to get into it, it's so much. Anyway, $2,000, so all our furniture money is gone, so that is super disappointing. Just as well we had the money saved up for the furniture, otherwise we wouldn't be able to fix the car. It would have been a disaster, so it worked out sort of, not that we wanted to work out that way. Anyway, so that's super disappointing, so start again, saving up for that, display. Damn you, corner, damn you! Anyway, this obviously disaster. I've found kind of shelving units that are probably gonna work here. I've seen them, they're very thin. I'm trying to make it as thin as possible. So there's walking space here. Obviously these boxes are not going to be here, they're taking up a massive amount of space. These shelving units, they look like they're about, I'll show you how wide they are. They're as wide as like a DVD or VHS, so they should pop out about there, which gives you like plenty of room to walk down. I'm not looking for shelving units that are like massive out like that. I don't need that, because I'm going to be displaying DVD related games over there, so that makes sense. So that should be pretty good. Obviously I got no money for that right now. This Nintendo section is looking okay, still got to sort it out a bit. And I hit the jackpot again with Facebook Marketplace. I got more of these IKEA shelves. It seems people love buying these, but they don't like installing them on their walls. It's like a thing, they just think it's cool to buy, and then they're too lazy to set them up. All the ones I've bought so far are brand new, so these are gonna go above here, this kind of thing, like up there, and then I'll have another one up top, so that'll make that section look pretty cool. I think I might have made sound effects there, I'm not sure why. So part of that furniture money, I was going to be buying all the rest of the shelves I needed for this room all over the place. Had planned how many of them I needed, so yeah, all over there and there and there and there and there. So yeah, that's not happening. So just going to have to be patient again. I'm working on an episode of Shoot 'em Up Decades. It's probably be out by the time this video airs. And if you've noticed, I've been putting Super Famicom games up on the walls as much as possible. That's not a Super Famicom game, but these are lumping some RPGs together. RPG, Commodore 64 RPG. I'm trying to display as much of my Super Famicom stuff as possible because I don't really have a section for it. Actually, I do have a section, I can put it anywhere really, but I'm trying to have them front facing so you can see the artwork, because there's a few systems that have excellent artwork and that's one of them. I want to display it as much as possible. Down there's a mess, I'm not even getting into that. Found this at a thrift store the other day, which is awesome. Some more CD-Rs. So yeah, so that means I'm going to be burning some more 3DO games and some more Saturn games, so yeah. And over here I've got the Amiga finally pimped out. Here's some photos of me busy like dismantling it and putting together the GoTech. It's a drive emulator for the Amiga. You can play games off, a USB drive, like in the ADF format. The SCART HD thing I got to output into HDMI for the Amiga. So the Amiga is finally all pimped out. I haven't played much of the games yet on USB. I've just messed around quickly and it all seems to work. I'm very happy with that. So that is sorted. The 3DO is sorted. The Xbox is sorted. There's the instructions for that GoTech. Anyway, it all worked out. Bit of trial and error though, but it eventually worked out. This section, I'm really liking it. I've got all the stuff on this table that I want, and it's playing some Virtual On, awesome game. And over here, I'm changing it up a little bit. So I felt very guilty that I didn't have my Genesis / Mega Drive or Sega CD / Mega CD combo thing set up, and I really wanted to, but I don't have HDMI connection for that system. So I've solved that. I've ordered some off Amazon. It's kind of hard to find because they're all out of stock everywhere. I managed to finally find one, so I should get it in a few more days. So this sucker is going to be over there, and those little retro paths, I'm going to get a floating shelf and put those guys over there. So give me space. That goes there, that goes there. I think that corner will be really nice now. This is a Honeybee, by the way. One of those converter cartridges, allows you to play Mega Drive games with your Genesis or vice versa or whatever. And also I want to get one of those Mega SDs, I think that's what they're called, you know, so you can play like Sega CD and Mega Drive games, straight up files on the cartridge. I want to get one of those. They're super expensive though, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but I've got tons of original games for both systems. So it's not like it's necessary right now, but that's the upgrade I'd like to make to that system.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Ma'am, we just need some details from you. What's your name?
Oh my god, my name is Claudia Sherman. I'm from the Valley.
Oh shit, we just need some details. Avoid shooting innocent civilians in the head while standing next to a cop.
Take it from the top.
Go!
So this is a couple of weeks after the last update, just because we've been saving up money again, because we, lost all the money fixing the car. Whole lot of shelving here. Just got this right now. My parents dropped it off. These are ones they don't need in their place anymore. So I've got a whole lot of bonus stuff that's going to help out a lot. And over here, finally went for the IKEA run, and I've got that's a display cabinet. Finally, I know I've talked about it a million times. Fabric core, whatever. Anyway, gonna go over there. I'm gonna put it together right now. Woohoo! Also picked up the little light that goes in there, so it can display stuff properly. Should look quite nice. I picked up these the other day at a comic book convention. I got Daniel LaRusso and Joey Lawrence, part of the real action figures. I've got like a whole bunch of these now. Trying to collect all my favorites from my favorite movies. Look at all the guys you can get. I need to get Miyagi and Kreese as well, obviously. And let's head on down here. Got a few more little things, bits and pieces. That's the rest of the stuff I got from IKEA. So those shelves are gonna go over there now. Start filling up that wall. The other one's gonna go over there. Oh yeah, let me show you this. Got my Genesis Sega CD set up. I got the HDMI connection. Awesome. So now I can record it and record off real hardware. And I found my old fighter stick from the 90s. That thing is super cool. It's got like turbo buttons here. It actually can work with the Neo Geo as well if you disconnect that. Super cool. I love the fact that it still works perfectly. Still got to sort out the wires. Looks like a mess. Those LED things, they keep on falling off. No matter what I try, they just don't stick. They are so useless. So I'm going to take them down and I'm going to put something else up there, some other kind of lighting, something that actually works. They glow and have cool colors, but they never stick. Never. And what else is here? Burning a few Saturn games. Terra Cresta 3D. I hadn't played that before, and yeah, it's a pretty good game. Enjoyed it, and got to put those big ones. We're going to go over there, put both of them up now as well. It's been burning 3DO games like a maniac. Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes. Haven't tried that yet. I remember messing around with it on PC, so I'm interested to see what the 3DO version looks like. And yeah, just working on some videos. That's a schedule, don't want to show you that. Ruin the surprise, even though this is coming out long after those videos have aired. Yeah, so I finally got a whole bunch of stuff and I can actually do something now. It feels kind of odd because I've been waiting for so long to like get pieces of furniture and stuff, and then when you have it, you're like, now I gotta put this all together. So anyway, let's start doing that. So finally got that thing sorted. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna fill it up with some awesome stuff and then put the light in. I'm not sure how that's gonna work in there anyway. Irony of this whole thing is I've been talking about this cabinet for so long, and I finally got it. I'm about to put it together and I realized that I don't even have the slightest clue what I'm actually gonna put in it. So, yeah. Okay, here we go again. It's been a little while since the last video. Probably about a week or two, and ooh, what is that? Ooh. Anyway, let's check this out. I found a few more games. Again, I've put them on the shelf. Some more Dreamcast and Commodore and some PC stuff. So it's looking pretty good. So over here, the biggest change, I've taken away those cupboards in the corner I had there. They were just really awkward and weird, and I've kind of made like a little gaming corner. I really like this. Obviously it's not complete. I found that cupboard at a thrift store, seemed to fit perfectly there. I got my Commodore set up roughly, and I've got my old compact PC. I tested it out the other day. It works awesomely. Played some games, and I'm going to find something similar to this and put that PC there, so it'll go like that. Put a little something in the corner there, and I'm gonna get a little beanbag chair and just, you know, sit there and just play. It's super nice to sit down here and just casually play games. It just feels so cool. I got my Epix Quick Shot. This is the Epix brand. I love these controllers. They look super weird, but they fit so well, especially if you're just playing arcade style games. Yeah, I was having really fun yesterday, sitting down here on the carpet with my daughter, just trying out like games, just putting in old discs and just seeing if they work, and surprisingly everything was working perfectly. It was so much fun. There's a little bit of footage on what we got up to the other day.
Hi guys, it's Cindy. Look at my toys. That's the game. That's hanging up. And those are the discs to play it. Bye.
Hey, you're chopping up the dude's flowers. What are you doing?
Flower. Get the flower. Get the flower.
Like the music? You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Where you jump? You like nuts?
Yeah. Oh, the big
Yeah? Yeah. What? Ah! There we are. Go, go, go. Get ready to jump.
I pressed jump! I pressed jump! How do you do this? And that's the game. And
Having the discs.
And those are the discs. Goodbye.
Have you seen any llamas yet?
Nope, no llama.
And over there, I've kind of got my display cabinet is coming together, sort of. So in the top here, I know you can't see with the reflection. Let me open this. So this is my Twin Peaks collection. I'm a big fan. So this is just some of the stuff I have. Actually went to that diner, the Double R diner where they filmed it and all that stuff. A little matchbook, etc. You can check that out on a video I did. It was super fun. And down here I've got a bit of my Famicom collection. You know, just random stuff, box stuff that I enjoy, and some loose games and Metal Gear and stuff like that. So this cupboard, I wasn't really sure what I was going to put in here. I don't even know what I'm putting down there. I initially had thoughts of putting in just rare games that I have, but that's so boring. Everybody does that, you know. I don't really care about, you know, the value of a game and whether it's expensive or the resale value, the rarity of it. I mean, who really cares? I just like to play it, so I'm just putting in stuff I enjoy, that I obviously enjoy. I've no real place to put the Famicom collection and display it properly, so I decided just to put it there, and I think it looks cool. So I'm just going to do something like that over there, not sure what yet. And let's carry on. I found this Wonder Woman comic. I found it in a thrift store about 2 years ago or something. So this is Wonder Woman number 93. Yeah, I got this for 25 cents, and it's 1950s Wonder Woman comic. I don't know how much it's worth, but who cares? I thought it was pretty cool. She's like pretty rare to find that. I love this. This cover makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Notice there's like mermen. They're riding a submarine. That makes no sense whatsoever. Why they're riding a submarine. And yeah, sure, whatever. I've cleared out that middle part there. That's for Xbox Series X and a PS5. I'll just take that kind of shelf out of there. And those things should be good to go. Not that I'm getting any of those anytime soon. Probably like 2021 I might be getting maybe one of them. I'm in no rush, honestly. I mean, who cares? I mean, the games are just going to be there. Getting on day one, it just doesn't even appeal to me anymore. I just couldn't care less. So, but I do look forward to getting them, even though the PS5 looks like the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And found some Pitfall, Atari 2600, cool. Some more of the Famicom stuff I couldn't fit in there. Lots of games. This is old Thunderbirds, Japanese version, obviously. And let's carry on over here. Ooh, Blade Runner gun. Guy made a replica of it. My brother bought it on eBay. Came out pretty good. And that room's a mess. I've been taking stuff out of there. Found all my Blu-rays and DVDs. I sold most of them a few weeks ago. These are just the ones that I really like. Not that I'm ever going to watch any of those, to be perfectly honest. That's why I pared everything down. I just don't really seem to get the time to watch anything. Anyway, this is the stuff I really like that I'm not going to get rid of. A couple here I haven't watched before. Oh, Samurai Pizza Cats, love that. I still want to watch these Ultraman collections I've bought, so, you know, maybe one day I'll get to it. So this room has the most updates since the last video, and there's a lot of little things, not major, but lots of little things. Let's look over here. So, as you can see, the Amiga is gone, so that's a real heartache of a story. I had the Amiga set up with the Gotek and plain ADF files and everything running through the real Amiga. That was the whole goal, set up a real Amiga and play games through there to capture footage, because that's what I've always wanted to do. It worked for about 2 days and then something went wrong. No idea what. It could have been the Amiga could have an issue, the cord that I bought to go to the SCART connector could have an issue, the SCART connection box could have an issue, the GoTech could have an issue, the connections to the Amiga from the GoTech could have an issue. It's endless, it could be anything really, and I've no way of really testing like everything to be 100% certain. So I got really upset and I packed it away. I don't know what to really do about it. I spent like a lot of money and time and effort to like put that all together to start capturing the footage for Amiga stuff, and it's just disappointed me so much. So I'm really not sure what I'm going to do about it. I'm just ignoring it for now and I'm setting everything else up, so we'll see what happens. So the Xbox original's right there now, and I've got my PC that I got back, that I got fixed. It works 100% awesome now. It actually works better than it ever worked. Got the 360 finally set up, so I'm gonna have to get a better, like upgraded Xbox 360 before I start doing footage on that. That's just to test out stuff for now. That I found at a garage sale for 20 bucks, so who cares. And my original one, I think I mentioned in a previous video, it died, so the disc tray doesn't work. Everything else works perfectly, but without the disc tray it's kind of pointless. And if you look here, I've managed to put some shelves up, got a whole bunch of stuff on display. So anytime you see consoles or whatever computers on my shelves, that means those don't work anymore. Otherwise I wouldn't have working stuff just displayed. That's like kind of weird. I want to use my working stuff. Anyway, that Commodore has a sound issue. That thing, I don't even know what was wrong with it. The Genesis, I think there's a power issue. And that Dreamcast, like a whole bunch of Dreamcasts I have, the controller port doesn't work, port 1, so that pretty much makes the entire console useless. You cannot access it. It's kind of a really bad design. These are just random games. I just slapped up anything here for now. And yeah, probably be changing things. And oh, there's Ooh La La, and it's looking kind of cool. I like it. And over there, just more shelves. Got some more shelves up there. Looks kind of cool. Putting little random figures here and there that I find. My little Gundam and Toad. And over here I got some more shelves. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff up there now. Some Sailor Moon and Luna, Godzilla, the Train, ActRaiser. It's looking pretty good. And over here, pretty much the same. So those are those bedside table things I had in the other room. I brought them in here. There's another one that's got all my miscellaneous, stuff I'm using to write while I'm making videos, kind of video equipment, all that. And another one of these at a thrift store again, and I'm gonna put it up there. Awesome. Got these. That is a shelf of madness. I was just throwing things up there, no rhyme or reason. You got 2 Ripleys, an Adipose, and Baby Groot. And they gonna fight all these dudes, Got the Power Rangers, Megazord, a whole bunch of damn aliens, and Roy Foker's Veritech fighter from Robotech. I don't know why they've joined the bad guy team. There's that Aliens game on PC, the one by Cryo. That's an excellent game, by the way. And another thing I've added is my collection of real action toys. And you can see I've got more of them up there. I kind of pick these up when I go to conventions, so obviously there hasn't been any conventions recently, so the collection stopped for this last year almost. But I've got space for one more up there, and then I'm probably gonna put some more over there. What these are, if you don't know, they kind of made to look like 80s toys, but they are like series that are more recent or retro, or ones that didn't get proper toys back in the day. As you can see, got all those. And these are just random ones I've picked up that I've enjoyed. The Flash Gordon is not a real action one. You can see that says real action, real action. But he fits in so well with the others, and it's also basically a new toy that's made to look old, so I just slapped it up there. I think it works perfectly. These are just random characters that I enjoy from movies and TV shows and whatevers. And yeah, need to fill that space with somebody. And over here I've got just my random collection of burnt discs. Whenever I go to a thrift store and I find, you know, blank CDs or whatever, I buy them and then I just burn games that I just want to test out or just want to mess around with. Games that are usually ridiculously expensive or just too hard to find. I can play them and mess around and have fun, and you know, that's the kind of thing. I've got Saturn stuff in here, and Dreamcast, and some Sega CD stuff at the back here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna put that somewhere else, and I like messing around. I love my Saturn. I mean, I've got a massive collection of Saturn and Dreamcast original games out there. But you know, these are just ones that are just weird and I always wanted to try out, so it's always fun to do that. So here's my 8-bit symphony I received the other day. It was a Kickstarter. If you don't know anything about it, check out my video I made on it. It's you know, it's Commodore 64 tracks, soundtracks, being re-recorded by full orchestras. It sounds super cool. Definitely. Here's the videos I'm kind of working on. This is obviously be outdated by the time this video comes out. This was October. This is me working on November now. I'll mark them off when I've completed a video. As you can see, I make a lot of videos each month. There's a lot, like 12, 13. And they're not just short either, there's some really big ones. This one, I was busy working on the Aliens one. It's probably out already, hopefully, because that's November. Anyway, and I planned quite far ahead. This was December. Some of these things change and get switched around. And the further ahead it gets, the less it gets a little bit more vague. So like, this is January, this is things I'm interested in making, so whether this stays in January or not, probably not, but at least I write it down so I remember. And then I can just push them onto other months. So that's how far ahead I plan. Currently, while I'm shooting this is only the beginning of October, so I've already got like the next 3 or 4 months planned, roughly. And I've got videos made all over the place, so that's roughly how I do things. Make lists, you know, capture footage, and you know, edit, and whatever I have to do, you know, shoot sequences, all that kind of stuff. And I think that covers most of the basic upgrades for this episode. There's not a lot of big things happening, but there's a lot of small things that all have to happen for the room to come together. So that's the latest update.